We see them all the time, talented kids performing in music groups, on stage, even on screen. You can't help but wonder, how do they balance work with school? Mo Rocca introduces us to some star students.
I tell people who work here, if you're going to be jealous of kids' resume, you should probably find a different place to work.
James Dawson is head of school at New York's Professional Children's School, where work-study takes on a whole different meaning.
And there are a few kids who actually make more money than their entire family. You know, they're the major breadwinners. So we're one of the few schools that has to look at kids' tax forms when they're asking for financial aid. It's definitely different.
Lots of schools have a famous alum or two, but PCS boasts a Rolodex of notable names.
You sure about this?
Scarlett Johannson.
It's gonna be fun.
Yo-Yo Ma. Macaulay Culkin.
I'm in good shape.
His brother Kieran.
This guy.
Vera Wang, Milton Berle, Carrie Fisher, Leslie Uggams, Christopher Walken, Ashley Tisdale, Uma Thurman.
I like the island Manhattan.
And before she picked up an Oscar for West Side Story, Rita Moreno went to PCS. Don't confuse PCS with the public high school made famous by the movie and TV show Fame. The students at that school, now called LaGuardia, aspire to careers. Professional Children's School, with an annual tuition of nearly $60,000, is for students who are already working to make sure they get the education they need on a schedule tailor-made to fit theirs.
I came in 6th grade, so I've really been here a while. I started here because I booked a TV show called Single Parents.
I'm regretting the purple. I should have dressed like a normal kid.
Devon Campbell was just 7 and in a regular school when he landed his first Broadway show.
I was out a lot. There never really was any time that I was here doing school regularly, so I needed a school that really accommodated to the working child.
She's imperfect, but she tries.
Kids in showbiz is nothing new, but they weren't always celebrated.
In the early part of the 20th century, to be an actor was considered a really inappropriate occupation for a child. So actually schools would not let a kid who was acting on Broadway come to school. And the 2 women who started the school went backstage and noticed kids playing cards, and they were like, "What are you doing, and why aren't you at school?" And they said, "We can't go to school." So on January 6, 1914, 4 kids came. Within a year it was 100 kids, and it really grew from that.
I have to go away for maybe a few weeks or a month or 2 because I have several concerts in foreign countries.
You might think schoolwork for 9th grader / concert pianist Taiga Wang would be an annoyance, but he says it's part of his development as an artist.
Even for our professions, if you truly want to understand music, you might want to reference Dante sometimes, also like Shakespeare.
I view it as I want to have a balance in my life, a balance between ballet and school.
10th grader and ballet dancer Athena Shavorin leaves school each morning at 10:30 to train.
There's always a lot of sacrifices to be made within a profession. If it is attending a normal school, if it is hanging out with friends after school, or doing normal teenager or kid activities.
Was there a prom?
There was. I went to the prom.
And did you get asked to the prom through an agent?
No. No. I got asked just by normally.
Tiler Peck enrolled in PCS as a freshman and became an apprentice with New York City Ballet at age 15. Today, she's a principal dancer.
And I remember going to Dr. Dawson and saying, you know, it's really hard being in the company and trying to get 4 full years of high school done. You're on every night in every ballet. And so he actually worked with me and my teacher so that I could do my high school in 3 years.
Some of these kids experience rejection on a pretty big scale,
True.
right?
You have teachers who understand that maybe we stopped the class today because we need to talk because Johnny just lost his job, or the show just got closed, or because the producer screamed and yelled and said he's an ugly, horrible person. Let's all talk about that.
But James Dawson sees rejection as part of their education.
I think it gives them wisdom to some extent because in fact they have to learn to live through it.
You see my name bright in lights up there on the marquee. All I need from you